Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to get this lovely whimsical pumpkin spice latte inspired makeup look and the hair that I've got here alongside it. If you're interested, then carry on watching. Obviously to start I had to set the mood, so I lit my candy corn candle and my pumpkin spice latte candle and got myself a big cup of coffee and moisturised my skin. Then I went in with the Born This Way foundation and applied that all over my face with the Zoeva buffing brush. It was at this point I was thinking I looked real weird and pale in this ring light, so I just had to adjust it. And then I realised that my candle was leaving a little burn mark on the underside of my shelf. So yeah, careful you put your candles, guys, because I got into trouble. Okay, so once we've got that on, we're going to pop some concealer under the eyes, and then we're just going to buff that out as we usually would. And then I'm adding my contour. Basically, I'm just doing my normal everyday base. Then I'm going to add on these lovely autumnal colours. I've gone for the Naked Honey palette and as well as the Naked Heat palette. I'm taking a yellow tone and I'm just putting it on the tops of my cheeks and at my temples like I would put blusher or contour. Once I had a nice even layer, I'm going to move on to the eyes. This is me realising that this is the actual brush that belongs with this palette. That never happens. I'm taking a lovely golden shade here and I'm popping it into the crease of my eye. I'm also watching Called a Midwife, which is why I keep looking at the TV, so sorry about that. You know, I can't resist a cozy show like that. Then I am taking a deeper golden shade and popping it right in the crease into the socket to create a load of depth. And I'm just carrying that on under the eye in a similar shade. Then I'm just making sure it's all blended out and even on both sides before I carry on to the more whimsical part of this makeup look. So I'm just going to clean up the underside because I do want a little bit of lightness under the eye. And then I'm going to do a cut crease. So I'm starting by popping some concealer on a densely packed brush and then popping that right onto the lid of my eye very carefully. I have quite hooded eyes, so the whole like press and stamp thing doesn't really work for me. I have to go nice and slow. Then taking some setting spray and the goldest shade I can out of this palette, I'm packing on the colour onto that concealed area of my eye. Very tiny little blending brush, I'm taking a darker shade and just redefining the inner corners of my eyes. Next I'm taking an orangey shade and I'm just popping it all over my nose, and I'm going to take it across, I guess where you would naturally bronze if you're out in the sun, but I'm using like orangey golden shades to do that, starting with the Honey palette, and then I'm moving on to the Heat palette and adding in some darker oranges on top of that. So this is like, I guess like the coffee cinnamon kind of element of the pumpkin spice latte, but I just wanted it to look super cute and all rosy and buffed. I'm just pulling that up the temples and onto the forehead. Then I'm going to be taking this red blush and just popping it right on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm going to pop it just on my nose. This one is very pigmented. It's by KVD Beauty. I found this was a really nice way to warm up my face. Then I took a thin brush and I took a dark shade from the Honey palette and started adding on some faux freckles. I do have freckles naturally, but they are a little bit paler than what I wanted for this look. Also, once I pop my foundation on, because it is full coverage, it does tend to, well, to cover them. I switched to a flat brush just to get a little bit more colour on there, and then I took a big brush and just blended it a little bit so it didn't look quite so obvious. Once I was happy with that, I went in with the NYX Epic eyeliner pen in brown, and I just did a little bit more fine detail. I added a little bit more gold on my eyelids just to make them pop a bit more, and then I went in with my eyebrow pencil. It's the same thing that I've done a million times in a million videos, using the Rimmel eyebrow pencil in the shade Hazel, and then this time I'm following it up with a gel. This is the one from Beauty Bay, it's the one with the fibres, I can't remember the name, I'll pop it on the screen. Then I'm going in with this gold eyeliner on my waterline. I also just use this to wing it out a little bit so it would blend in better with the shadow. Then I'm going in with the NYX Epic Eye pen in black. I'm just popping a little bit of liner there. I'm not doing like a big flick to this look because this look is all about the golds and not about that big cat eye look. Then I'm adding on a little bit of highlighter onto the cheekbones, and then I'm also going to pop some on the end of my nose. I then went in with a brush and added a little bit more layering so it was a bit more dynamic. Then I am just adding a little bit of mascara on, just a nice thin layer. This one is Scandaleyes and the Waterproof Formula. Distracted again by Called Midwife. And then I am going to use the Jeffree Star Cosmetics lip paint in Cocaine on that tiny brush I used for the freckles, and I'm going to start painting on wavy lines. Now I wanted this to kind of look like the foam or steam that you might get on a pumpkin spice latte, and I just wanted to give the look a little bit extra texture, something a bit more unusual, and something a bit more fun. I love a bit of a graphic eyeliner. I popped a little bit in my eye as well, in the corner of my eye, just to make it pop, and add a little bit more gold so it isn't interrupting that cut crease. Now I just got to do the other side. Replicating that was quite difficult. Then I'm going to chuck some lashes on. These are Demi Wispies. These are the 3/4 length version. There we go. And then I'm going to add on a little bit of glitter. Love a little bit of glitter. Then onto lips, we're using this Colourpop Luxe Lip Gloss. And then I'm going to take some of the shades out of the palette that we used on the cheek and start pressing them onto my lips. I started with my finger and then carried on with a brush, building up the orangey shades, and then I used a little bit of that KVD Beauty red blush just to finish it off. I wanted this to be a blushy look, not a full lip. Then I'm taking some eye jewels and I am popping them on my cheeks, and I'm going to pop it in the corner of my eye as well. I just thought this was a super cute look and a really versatile way to use little gems like that. Super cute, right? Now let's do the hair. So I'm going to start off by taking all of my rollers out. This was quite a mission, it's a lot of work, and yeah, let's get going. As soon as that last one is out, this one was a little bit tricky, we're going to take our Denman brush and we're going to brush out those curls. If you want to see me do this in more depth, then please check out my setting and brushing out videos on this channel. Just making it lovely and smooth. I'm seeing if I've got any natural waves, keeping them in shape as I do it. And there we go. I've used a hair comb just to keep that back on the left hand side. Super cute, right? Let me know below what you think of this look. I really love doing something a little bit more editorial, but you could also kind of wear out if you wanted to. Also, what is your favourite PSL? I'm a Frappuccino girl all the way. If you like this, then please like and subscribe to this channel. I make videos every Sunday and I hope to see you around.